Alright you guys, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. Today, I have an interesting video. This is going to be 5 things I really regret doing in my roster that I did either early on or I did when I was getting into the mid game or coming back from a break or something. Just mistakes that I made that I'm still feeling the repercussions of today that I find very, very annoying that I have to deal with because I dug myself into a hole. So I'm going to tell you these things. So if you're early game or something like that, you know to avoid these things and not to do this because it's going to save you a whole lot of time, pain, and energy, and potentially money, literally, later. So before we get into it, I want to say 2 things. One, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. We just hit 500 subscribers, so we might be able to start getting memberships and super chats up and running for the live stream, so I really appreciate that. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 and get ads rolling and whatever, that'd be awesome. And let's get right into the video. So the first thing I really regret is Gear 12. So I got a lot of characters. Well, I got a good amount of characters early on to Gear 12. And when I started playing the game, Gear 12 wasn't a thing. Like Gear 10 was like the max or something like that. I don't know. And then Gear 12 came out and I got characters like Lando or whatever to Gear 12, which that's a whole different actually subsection in this video, but I'll get to that later. I got a bunch of characters to Gear 12 and kind of just left them there. So we go look here and we look at where, and this is the wrong one. And we look at Gear tier right there. I don't know why I can't just press buttons properly. And we scroll all the way down here. I just have a bunch of Gear 12 characters. But now I need to go back and fix my roster. I have a whole series on fixing my roster on this channel, which is one of the main reasons why I started this channel, was to fix this. So one of the things I really have to deal with a lot now is having undergeared teams and having to go back and finish teams that I half-baked and didn't put all my energy into when I first unlocked the characters. So great examples are like Grief Karga. I probably should have relicked him while I was working on him because I know he's great for a bounty hunter team. And that was a more recent farm too. That was about a year ago. Commander Luke Skywalker, really have no idea why I didn't relic him when I got him. I'm working on Traya still. Dark Trooper should have been relicked. Revan, I should have relicked him too, man. I really don't know why I didn't relic Revan. Other characters like that, man. Han Solo, now I need to go back and relic all of these characters I have at Gear 12 and backtrack, which is currently, again, what I'm doing right now is I'm going back, unlocking some of the lightspeed stuff, and then fixing the stuff I already have to go back and fix because of what I already messed up. So if you can avoid doing this, and as soon as you're unlocking characters like this and just take them to relic levels immediately and don't stop working on them, unless it's like Geos, which you can leave at Gear 12, but other characters, man, I just wish I had these guys at relic levels and I didn't go past them, because now I got to go back and work on all of these characters, and the teams are just okay because the whole team is Gear 12 and I'm going against relic teams, and it's a whole thing. It's kind of frustrating. I wish I didn't do this. Next up, I have taking breaks. Now, I completely understand if you need to take a week off or something, you need to go on a vacation, you won't have your phone around, whatever. If you're getting too into the game, you have life stuff going on, I totally get it. But for me, I got to the point of the game where like, I don't know what else to do right now. And then I just kind of stopped playing it, but I was still interested in the game. Like I was still watching videos on it sometimes. And I don't know, I still had it on my phone and whatever. It just, I kind of got lazy. And then I took longer and longer breaks. And then I got really into it again. And I'm like, oh my God, I screwed myself over because I wasn't paying attention. And I screwed myself over and over and over again. Man, I did this so often for no reason, really. I'm just so frustrated that I did that. I could have like an 8 million GP at least roster right now, because I've been playing the game ever since it came out. And if I just went back and I fixed the characters that I already have, when I first got them, if I didn't take breaks and I kept the characters that I had, just keep working on them consistently, and I've lost so many years to this roster because I just wasn't paying attention. So taking breaks can be good, but the way I took breaks casually and without really care, but still kind of caring about the game, but not really caring about the repercussions of it, That was so frustrating for me to deal with now, because again, it kind of deals back into the other one where I left a bunch of characters at gear 12, but I also didn't finish my farms, and then I got back into the game, and then I just started doing a new thing because I wanted to do something fun and new. I regret it so much. I regret it so much. These two, if I could change anything, it would be these two, man. It would be these two. Next up, I have mods. So my mods have been okay recently they've been okay. I've been having to go back and remod my whole roster, and it's not been as terrible as I'm probably making it sound to be, but I'm really low on mods now, and I have to spend all of my energy just getting mods to 6 dot. Like, I'm almost done with my Wampa here. Almost done. I'm gonna get this at least to, I'm gonna get this one to 6 dot and maybe higher, and maybe recalibrate it because I want some more speed on this one for sure. But outside of that, it's okay. My Wampa's doing all right, but I've had to farm a bunch of mods. For example, crit damage arrows. I have like none of them. Like, let's see. Do I actually have any? If I have any, this would be really embarrassing. Crit damage arrows. Yeah, they're almost all used except for this one. So let's actually see. Okay, this one has speed. Cool. So I just got another one. But it's a health one, so I don't need it. I'm Luke Skywalker. Anyways, point being, I put mediocre mods on my characters for so long, and now I have to go back and 6 dot a bunch of them, get a bunch of mods that I'm missing, like 5s. I keep trying to gear him up, and then I have to take his mods off, but I just don't have enough defense mods. I just don't have enough. Same thing with Padme. Like, I had really good mods on her, but I had to take them off for other characters, and now I don't have the mods to put the mods back on her. So I know remodding is a very common part of the game, but I wish I just farmed better mods when I had the ability to. Which farming better mods mean refreshing. It means specifically only farming and keeping mods that have speed on it, you know? Farming the mods I need, not just random mods, you know? Have a schedule or something like that. I really could have done better on mods, and it really sucks when you have, like, when I'm using my Atreya and I don't have an offense arrow. I literally don't have an offense arrow for her. I just don't have one. If I just, here, let's check. Offense arrow, do I have one? Where's offense? There we go. Nope. Do I want to take this off Lando? I mean, I could, but the mod is terrible. This is what I'm saying, is I've have to suffice with these terrible mods because I didn't farm the appropriate mods when I had the chance to. So I don't even want to take this one off Lando because it's terrible. So it doesn't matter. So I really regret not being more vigilant about my mods, my mod farming. Next up, we have those early mistakes I was talking about. Lando Calrissian is the perfect example of these early game mistakes. And, you know, you can't really do anything about it now. It's just something, obviously, in retrospect, I wish I did better, was not make these early game mistakes. Everyone has these early game mistakes, unless you're like a veteran player and you're starting an ult, probably don't. But, you know, gear 12 my Lando, really? I gear 12 my Jango Fett when he came out because he was hype. He was one of the new hype characters. And while at the time he was all right, I mean, now I just find him less and less useful. Like in the crate raid, he can't like one-shot the detonators or anything. I don't know. He just kind of, he's falling out of favor for me. I'm not really enjoying using him very much anymore. I don't really find any of his abilities super helpful. Maybe it's because I only have him at gear 12 and 1 Zeta, but I don't know. He's not doing what he used to do for my team, and I need to start farming. I need to start farming better bounty hunters because my Jango Fett just isn't cutting it anymore, and he's only at gear 12. And honestly, I don't think I need to take him past gear 12 until I'm farming Kenobi. So yeah, he's kind of annoying. And then there's characters I've undergeared. You saw Padme earlier, completely undergeared her. She was I undergeared her because I went on a break right after I got her because I spent so long trying to get her, and I don't know, I just got so frustrated with the game and I took a break. So I never even finished Padme. Same thing with ARC Trooper. I have all the other 501st characters at gear 12. My ARC Trooper is sitting with one terrible mod. I have this Max, I guess. I didn't even know that, but I don't know. I wish I just finished my 501st team, and now I have to go back and fix it again, so. Another thing is Jolie. I don't regret taking Jolie to gear 12, and actually probably should take him to relics levels at some point in the future when I do my Revan team. But I actually didn't have the Zeta on him until like 6 months ago, maybe less than that. Jolie Bindo, his whole thing is the revive. It's the revive and the health and whatever. And I mean, I don't even have these other upgrades fully done, but I'm super low on Omegas right now, so I'm not going to do it. But I didn't have the Zeta on him for a while. Why? I could afford it. I had Zetas. I still have Zetas, actually. But I don't know why. I just didn't put the Zeta on Jolie, which is like one of his things, is Jolie Zeta. So I don't know why I didn't do that much earlier, but it's super helpful now that I have it, for especially for like crate raid and stuff. But I don't know why I didn't put that Zeta on him, man, because he becomes a lot more helpful. Now, this last bullet point is gonna be a little bit controversial. All right, I need you guys to hear me out on this one. I personally regret buying the Hyperdrive bundle for a few reasons. But it's mostly my fault and not the Hyperdrive bundle's fault. I bought the Hyperdrive bundle when it came out. I was like level 83 when it came out, or something like that. 84. I was like 1 or 2 levels away from 85, and I bought it at $100. And sure, did I get some characters that are helpful at like Gear 7 or whatever this is, and 5-star, I think. I don't even know what star is this. What star is it? Yeah, it's 5-star. Did I get some helpful characters out of it? Sure, but I really didn't need it. The abilities that you get with it are great, or like the upgrades and materials and whatever. The stuff you get with the Hyperdrive bundle is absolutely super helpful and it's great. But where I was in the game, it didn't really help me. A lot of the stuff, especially for $100, I wish I didn't buy it for $100, because I was so close to level 85 anyways. A lot of these characters that I got in the Hyperdrive bundle, I haven't really used much outside of just, you know, having them on my roster. A few of them I have, but like all of these characters that you see at level 80 probably have never used. And some of them are level 85 now because I needed them for like an event or something, but a lot of these characters I just haven't touched because I haven't needed to. So I don't know. Obviously, I completely understand that the Hyperdrive bundle is a great deal. It's amazing for new players. I'm not saying don't get the Hyperdrive bundle. I'm saying when I bought the Hyperdrive bundle and for the price that I bought it for, I don't know if it was worth it. I don't like spending too much money on this game. I'm going to buy every Lightspeed bundle that comes out. And I did buy, obviously, the Hyperdrive bundle. But besides that, I don't really spend much on the game. So having spent $100 on this bundle that I haven't gotten the full benefits from, I kind of regret it. I'm glad I got the materials from it. I know it saved me a bunch of time on farms I'm going to have to do later, but I don't know how useful it really was for me to spend $100 on it, because now it's $50 and it's the same bundle, I believe. So I feel like maybe I kind of wasted a little bit of money there, but oh well, what are you going to do? The Hyperdrive bundle is still an amazing deal. Not saying it's not an amazing deal. Just for when I purchased it, I don't know if it was the most useful or helpful or necessary buy when I first bought it. But that is going to do it for my 5 big regrets I've made in the game. I might make a part 2. Leave some of your mistakes that you regret in the comment section down below. I appreciate you guys watching so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Join the new Discord server. It is awesome. Join it. Join it now. Please. Please. Bye.